What does it mean when a planet reverses its relative motion in the sky or disappears from the sky due to its close proximity to the Sun?
During the month of February 2021, Mercury will spend time retrograde and Venus will enter the Underworld. First, let's take a look at Mercury's orbit relative to the Earth so you can better understand the astronomy of a retrograde. We have been busy setting up a solar system in our living room. The camera is our perspective from Earth. The small grey Play-Doh ball is Mercury, and the large yellow and orange Play-Doh ball is the Sun. Way out in the distance on the wall is the fixed stars of Aquarius, which becomes our reference point to measure Mercury's movements. As the movement of the spheres occur, we'll take a photo at each point to represent approximately 2 weeks of Earth time. If you play back the photos without using the fixed stars of Aquarius as the reference point, you don't see the illusion of Mercury looping back on itself. It just looks as you would expect. However, when we take these photos and line them up so that Aquarius on the distant wall are in the same position, like in the sky, we see that Mercury's line of motion appears to turn back on itself when it comes close to the proximity of Earth. Did you catch it? Let's slow it down and track the movement of Mercury. Notice that Mercury is moving to the left of the fixed stars in the background. Then there is a small change of direction as Mercury gets close to the Earth. This small change of direction in real time takes about 3 weeks. And then Mercury continues on its journey moving to the left of the fixed stars. This happens 3 to 4 times as Earth makes its way around the Sun just one time, which is 3 to 4 times a year.
But what's even more interesting is that every 3 consecutive retrogrades, the fixed stars in the background are in the same element.
So Aries, Leo and Sagittarius are the elements of fire. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are earth elements. Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces are water, which just so happen to be the signs that the last 3 Mercury retrogrades occurred in. And the air signs are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, with Mercury retrograding in Aquarius on the 31st of January until 21st of Feb 2021. Now we can dissect this analysis even further into their mutable, fixed and cardinal signs. For example, Aquarius is fixed air, Libra is mutable air, and Gemini is cardinal air. Each quality gives us a different vibratory signature of that element. This, however, is a discussion best suited for one of our online events. So what does it mean, Mercury retrograding in Aquarius? Whenever a planet goes retrograde, the forward motion of its qualities slow down and turn around to go backwards in the other direction. We can use this time to slow down and review our relationship with the planet's archetypal qualities and themes. The prefix re means back or again, and the words reassess, reflect, remember, reinvent and recapitulate can also be thought of during a retrograde period. This habitual practice of slowing down to take stock can help us make more informed decisions as the wheels of time return to their normal motion. Now let's consider Mercury's nature, which is that of quick-witted, intelligence and curious mind. He's the trickster, and it can be helpful to create the right environment to catch him at play. The air elements also lend itself to thoughts and communication, while Aquarius offers the themes of originality, freedom, friends, communities, also aloofness, detachment, and coldness. Here is an invocation to open the gifts that Mercury in retrograde has to offer. I sit here in a circle of change, holding an awareness of the air in the space all around. I light this fire, a representation of transformation, igniting the air which I breathe, creating a ritual of two becoming one. A mirror offers a point of reflection, showing me the forgotten selves emerging forth. This time I devote to my mind, my thoughts, my spoken word. Who is it that feels ashamed when I speak my truth? Who is it that feels ostracized when my uniqueness is frowned upon? Who is it that feels alone in this world when no one is able to listen? I offer you my awareness in this moment of grace. I welcome you home. I love you. Mercury going retrograde is a cycle that happens every 3 to 4 months, but let's turn our attention to the movements of the Queen of the Heavens now, Venus. Did you know that every 8 years, Venus's orbit traces out a 5-petal flower with the Sun and Earth in the heavens? However, this month, she'll be making her passage around the back of the Sun. So from Earth's perspective, we have the Sun, and in between is Venus. So from Earth, as Venus makes her way around the back of the Sun in her orbit, when she gets within 10 degrees of the Sun's rays, she's not visible from Earth anymore. She's in this part of her orbit. This is when she transitions from morning star to evening star. So she comes out the other side of her orbit, and then from Earth's perspective, we'll be able to see her, and now she'll be in the sky as the evening star until she makes her passage back towards Earth for her retrograde. In the ancient Sumerian myth, Inanna's descent to the Underworld, this phase is when Inanna descends from being Queen of Heaven to her death in the Underworld. Venus's cycle and this ancient myth offers us an opportunity to cyclically review our attachments and values, and to let go of what is no longer serving our highest path. The themes of self-worth, self-esteem, my resources, and how I relate are particularly important to metamorphosize, as these are the qualities of Venus. Whilst in the Underworld in the coming months, Venus will make her passage through Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and then rebirth in her domicile sign of Taurus. This may result in us feeling isolated from friends while she's in Aquarius. Venus is usually exalted in Pisces, but this time she will be in the Underworld. This may result in feelings of feeling lost or confusion, which is an apt time to peel back the layers and the illusions of being separate. Venus will then conjoin the Sun in Aries, and this is where we can expect a ripening in our self-inquiry practices. We may feel a deepening of our core values, an activation of the heart, and an enlivening in our love relationships. As Venus rebirths as the evening star in her home sign of Taurus, we have an opportunity to embody an experience of spiritual security. Security beyond the worldly possessions of finances, property, and owning shiny things. Venus entering the Underworld and Mercury retrograde, it's now a good time to work with the negative ego and to peel back some of those layers of the negative ego. We want to be able to integrate and reclaim these more authentic aspects of self.
So if you have just finished watching our monthly astrology video, this is off the back of our online membership called The Path to You. And this is an absolute project that I love and have been working on for over a year now. We've established a beautiful platform for anyone to come into that feels of resonance with wanting to learn more about how to align with the cosmic cycles, things that they can embody in their own life around astrology, but also getting to know your own chart. So this isn't an official educational learning tool, but what it is getting to know your own chart in a really fun, embodied way that is reflective and that you can bounce ideas off with other people that too have the same passion for astrology but don't want to do a formal education. This is about coming together with people that love to learn and talk about astrology and share how the cosmic cycles are showing up in their life. This is a place where you can feel safe to be vulnerable, a place where through the lens of the cosmos you can get to know yourself better and how you can make evolutionary changes in your life that is going to bring more meaning and enhance your life. So if this sounds like something that you want to do or should do, then reach out to us or go to the website www.centreforlife.com.au, and we would love to welcome you onto the path to you and to share this beautiful journey together.